Hello everybody and welcome to another video. So GW have announced previews and it's always fun to do a little bit of a prediction, a little bit of fun, seeing if we can, maybe get some things right that we might actually see during the preview show. So if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button to help me get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year so I can do a nice giveaway for one of my lucky subscribers. And yeah, like, share, comment and all that stuff. And let's jump into it. So GW have announced the preview show at the World Championships of Warhammer preview, basically. Going to be happening in a couple of weeks. Standard UK time is going to be about 12:30 in the morning on a Saturday morning. I'm fortunately going to be working, so I'm not going to be able to live stream it. But I will get home and then do a couple of videos on it that morning anyway. So what we got? We've obviously got the Warhammer Quest. So we're going to be taking a closer look at the much anticipated Warhammer Quest Dark Water, as well as the up and coming releases for 40k, Age of Sigmar, Horus Heresy, Legion Imperialis, World of the Old World, and Necromunda. Almost said World of Warcraft. So yeah, there is that. So it's pretty cool. So let's basically jump in. So we'll do 40k first because I think 40k is going to be the one with the least amount of things here. The reason being is because the Drukhari Codex is pretty much done, and that's all of the codexes are out. So I think what will be is maybe a couple of little teasers and little sort of characters potentially for the up-and-coming end of the edition campaign, which is generally going to be happening. And from what's being told, it seems to be that these books are going to be standalone books based in and around some characters, rather than the sort of rolling campaign that we've had before. So there is a lot of rumours for Yarrick coming back, apparently building up from Armageddon even in a bigger way. So yeah, hopefully some armies like the Emperor's Children will get some love and will actually get a couple of things there that they actually need to fill out their army. Fingers crossed. Maybe we might get a new Primarch during all of this. Vulcan, Lehman Russ. But I think it'll be very much light on the 40k. I think the other systems, Horus Heresy in the Old World and Age of Sigmar, will probably be front and centre on this one rather than 40k, because 40k is pretty much coming to the end of its edition. For Age of Sigmar, I'm going to put up, during the editing, there's going to be a picture. Basically, and this picture is going to show 4 factions, and these are the next 4 factions that are coming for Age of Sigmar. And I think looking at this, is the top left hand corner is Nurgle, and I think this is going to be the Beastmen Nurgle, the Pestigors that kind of are in the Dark Water, the Warhammer Quest Dark Water, and there is a lot of rumours that they're also going to have a unit in the new Magickin of Nurgle book, and apparently there's going to be rumours that there's going to be other different versions of these Beastmen in the other 4 cult books as well as a generic version in the Slaves to Darkness. So likes of Beasts of Chaos kind of still being around, but mixed in with the other Chaos units. I think that's pretty much it. The Fire Slayers, I'm not really too sure what this could be, but I'm hoping it's probably an elite sort of unit, a slightly more elite version than the Hearthguard Berserkers, which are, let's be fair, are just common troops at this stage, because that's all anyone ever really uses. So these, hopefully it's not a hero. I mean, if it's another hero, GW are taking the piss, because at this stage they need units. They need units, and that range needs to be massively overhauled and refreshed. But hopefully this is a new unit. Hopefully it's a dual kit, and it's more of an elite chosen sort of Juwadin Fire Slayer rather than just a generic unit. The bottom left is the Ogre Moor tribes, obviously. Now, there's a lot of rumours to suggest that the Ogre Moor tribes are going to be getting a massive overhaul here and are going to be one of the big next armies to get a big range refresh. So I got a feeling that that's probably going to be teased here as well. you know, there's plastic butchers, the gluttons, the iron breakers, the lead belchers. They're all apparently getting brand new kits, and pretty much Age of Sigmar will get its own version of ogres. Hopefully, that means that the current ogres that are out will be freed up and moving into the old world, and we'll be able to see them rejoin the old world. And then the bottom right-hand corner is the OCR Bone Reapers, and I think this guy's just another character. You know, it would be kind of cool if we got Undead Archers. That would be kind of sweet. But, yeah, I think this is just another character. Allegium Imperialis, I don't think we have the Fellblades and the Glaives in Imperialis, so I'm thinking now that we've got them in the normal Horus Heresy, that's what this will be the Fellblade and the Glaives and all of the different variants for Imperialis. You know, maybe they might start giving us Icklebicky tiny Primarchs to lead the legions. That would be kind of cool. Or maybe they'll just surprise us and give us Legion Imperialis Custodi Guard. That would be even sweeter. For Necromunda, no idea. I don't play Necromunda. I don't really pay much attention to Necromunda, but it would be kind of cool to get something that looks pretty awesome. And I'm sure it will be pretty cool. Now, Warhammer the Old World is in a pretty interesting position right now. Obviously, all of the armies are out, and if the rumours are true, we're going to be getting a new edition in about 18 months' time in 2027. 2027. So from now until then, we're pretty much just going to be getting new stuff. I still go on the proviso that we'll probably see that Nausicaa, Marauder, Chaos Sorcerer dual kit mounted and dismounted in plastic, potentially a Chieftain mounted and dismounted as well. I think we'll maybe see the Bretonnians, their Paladin mounted and dismounted with the Standard Bearer in plastic, and potentially a Handmaiden's kit as well. That would be kind of cool. I don't think we're going to see massive amounts of stuff. They may actually hint and show what the next Arcane Journal is after the War in the Westerlands, which would be even awesome. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Now, they have also teased some other things. Now, the other day we had a rumour mill a rumour mill image, and the image itself isn't all that impressive, to be completely honest. It looks like a mace or a grenade. This is probably due to the heavy rumoured chaos stuff, which is also potentially what we could be seeing for 40k, or it could be something to do with the Cataphracti, which is probably what we'll see in the Horus Heresy as well. Because I didn't really do the Horus Heresy there, did I? No, I didn't. But we'll talk about the Horus Heresy in a second. Because the reason why is this little bit at the end of the article. Right here. Wait, maybe it's Battlefleet. Basically, they're saying maybe it's Battlefleet Gothic. Now, if they do release Battlefleet Gothic, I have heard that this will be for the Horus Heresy, and it will tie into the Horus Heresy, Legion Imperialis, Horus Heresy, and Battlefleet Gothic. And the reason why is because the character elements of the Battlefleet Gothic will be the named ships, like the Vengeful Spirit, the Conqueror, the Pride of the Emperor, and all of that kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. Now, when we go back to the Horus Heresy, obviously we're going to get the Cataphracti Terminators. I think the new Cataphracti Terminators are 100% going to get previewed. They've already teased them. It's 100% guarantee that we're probably going to see them. Now, there is rumours that there's a recon squad, a plastic recon squad. I do think potentially what we'll maybe see for the Heresy is the Cataphracti Terminators and the Breacher squad in all of their glory, because they've kind of shown us them already, but they haven't really shown us fully. So we'll probably get a full reveal of them, because they're the next thing to be coming out for the Heresy. I think we'll get maybe teased or a little preview of something like the Recon Squad, and then maybe some of the other new consoles that are coming. You never know, we might even get a Praetor for the World Eaters. Or the Salamanders. That would be cool. But yeah, there's always living in hope. But either way, it's going to be an interesting preview show. 40k is at the end of its life. Age of Sigmar should start to be ramping up now. You know, it's been out since the summer. The old world is in a really, really interesting place in regards to everything that is out and potentially coming. You know, I'm really looking forward to that Marauder Horseman box. It's going to be so cool. And yeah, it's really good. All we need is an FAQ. Need an FAQ, and that would be kind of cool. But yeah, so I think it's going to be kind of interesting. There are some obviously games there that are not being previewed. I could probably do an entire video on where is Warcry, what is happening to Warcry, is Warcry being binned, probably. And Blood Bowl 3rd edition is basically coming out in pre-order next week. So yeah, hopefully there'll be maybe a preview soon in by the end of the year of the High Elves team, which they've kind of talked about and said that they are going to get legacy rules, but that will be updated, which kind of is their way of saying that we are going to be releasing a High Elf team at some stage. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Like I said, I can't live stream it, unfortunately, but what I will do is I will do lots of videos on the Saturday morning when I finish work that morning. But yeah, that's the video. But if you are liking what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think we're going to be getting. And you can check out my members and Patreon areas. There is going to be a members and Patreon update coming very shortly. I'm just finishing off the final tunes. I'm basically overhauling how I'm doing my members and Patreon area. Essentially, I'll explain it in the video, but it's just going to be one tier. That's it. That's it. Just one tier, one tariff. Dirt cheap, don't care. That's it, just one. But we'll talk about that in the video anyway. And yeah, so make sure you do hit that subscribe button because we're almost at 5,000 subscribers. It's really cool. See you later.